Hello everyone, happy Friday if you happen to be watching this video the day it was released or on a Friday. Let's go through the news that made our headlines this week. Welcome to the weekly flyby. Dainese and Fabio Bellini made another great release. The most recent version of the Everest Park scenery for the most recent version of X-Plane is out, and it's more than just an update. I would perhaps call it a small upgrade. The new version of the scenery that includes the highest mountain on the planet and its surrounding airports in Nepal builds on top of the X-Plane 11 version. 5 new small Nepalese airports were added, and the scenery now covers over 8,000 square kilometers. That's 7,000 square kilometers more than the X-Plane 11 version. Frank and Fabio added more detail, and seasonal compatibility was also added. The scenery includes other famous mountains fully reconstructed in marvelous 3D, and you will also be able to find a large area of Nepal south of the Himalayan range with several reconstructed villages. 6 airports with helipads are included, and almost 10 other helipads can be found scattered around the scenery, which includes summer and winter textures. You can find Frank and Fabio's Everest Park Nepal 3D XP12 at the .org store. Check out the link in the description. After the release of the Bell 206 V3 and the 500E, people were expecting the H125 would be the next step for Cowan Simulation. Joshua Cowan, the owner of the company, which already grew and Joshua is now working with more people, confirmed that it is going to be the next helicopter to come out the virtual factory. That confirmation arrived through a post on Facebook where Joshua said that the H125 AS350B3E is coming from Microsoft Flight Simulator soon after the official PC/Xbox Marketplace release of the 500E. So we can 100% expect the H125 to be the next one in line, but this doesn't mean that the team will start working on it only after the marketplace release of the 500E. In fact, they have been working on it for quite some time, and also on that post, Joshua released the first image of the H125 in the sim, which you can see in the video. We don't have a date for the release of this model, and I know there's a lot of work to be done, but if we have learned anything about Joshua is that he likes the surprises with lightning fast releases. With the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator, we started to see a lot of new companies entering the market. Some with great products, others seem to be trying to take advantage of the community, and this is one of those products. The MSCENERY OH-6, just like other helicopters released by this author, is very poorly built. It has a bad 3D model, terrible systems, totally false panel, the collective on the right seat is placed incorrectly on the right side of the seat, the sounds are the Cabri G2 ones, it's a mess. It's just terrible, and MSCENERY continues to spam the marketplace over and over again with products that are of amazingly low quality in a very blatant attempt to grab as much cash as they possibly can from the community. You can read the full review of the OH-6 on our website, but here's my piece of advice. At least at the date this video goes out, just stay away from any MSCENERY products. They are simply not worth your time nor your money. And if you have been following me for the past 6 years, you know that I really don't say this often, if at all. If you have been paying attention, Flightsim.to has been talked about quite often because of their terms of service, which allowed for the company to modify authors' files and prevents them from deleting those files from the platform. Authors started to raise attention to this, and some of them even started boycotting the website and removing their products from the platform. A lot of folks out there started going a bit over the edge and saying a lot of stuff that honestly was a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Meanwhile, there was a change in the company's terms of service, and they have removed the item where they could change the files. They also opened up the discussion about the deletion of files, and they have been working towards a terms of service update that will include the ability to delete files, but that deletion may not be immediate. For example, files that may be dependencies for other add-ons such as libraries would have a period of grace before being brought down. There are other exceptions as well. A lot of folks have insurged against Flightsim.to, and I have written a small piece about it expressing my concerns. The website is providing a service to the community, and it should continue to do so. It just needs to improve its terms of service and protect not only users but also authors. You can read the full article on our website, check out the video description. FastCow Productions released a work-in-progress version of their Gazelle for Microsoft Flight Simulator. While this is exciting news, you need to pay attention to the following. This is not a final release. Not even close, so don't start bashing these guys if you download it and if you don't like something. Go try it, have fun with it, and if you can, lend these guys a hand too. The team released a very early version of their Gazelle, but there's still a lot to do. As they indicate, the start switch is still buggy and they still need to work on custom behavior. Lighting is already well underway, as is the panel, which has nice modern avionics. Startup would only work through Ctrl-E and sounds are still the default ones. FastCow Productions is looking for help, so if you can lend a hand, let them know, contact me and I'll put you in touch with them. You can find all the links in our article. 3 weeks ago or so, Microsoft was kind enough to send me a list of everything they were planning to release in SIM Update 12 regarding helicopters. The list was somewhat big and interesting, and I said at the time that I didn't expect it to change, but it could be possible, and it has actually happened. That list grew, and it can now be seen at the official Microsoft Flight Simulator forums. The first thing we noticed is that they added the Bell 407 to a short list of aircraft that had some bugs fixed or changed in them. Oddly though, what we can find in the list was Cabra G2 fixes, not the Bell 407. In fact, the 407 is not even mentioned anywhere else in the notes. In the section specifically for helicopters, we can find pretty much what we already had announced. There's a whole new area dedicated to the Cabra G2 as well, and we have a few other general entries specifically about helicopters. Microsoft Flight Simulator SIM Update 12 is scheduled for release on March 21, 2023, and it seems like it could solve a lot of issues and shortcomings developers have been finding. Check all the important items as well as a link to the full changelog on our website. And there we go! Find out more news on our weekly FlyBy playlist and see what you have been missing in the previous weeks. I will see you on the next video. Until then, take care and fly safe.